guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on our test server, and finally guys, the hunting field is up. Now the hunting field is kind of a mini abyssal expedition, so you actually do come in here with a couple different factions, which I'm going to show you in just a minute. So when you come in here, you choose your faction when you enroll in this process. So you can do the 4 primary factions, then they combine the Celestials, the Hypogeans, and the Dimensional Heroes together, which is really the way. So I want to go through what the rewards are looking like, also what the reinforcements for the hunting fields are looking like. Now, in comparison to the Abyssal Expedition, again, it is very similar, except you do not have 70 players in there. You only have 5. So it is a really good idea to group up with some guild members, maybe somebody over on Discord, maybe on Reddit, that you can kind of look at what is your strongest faction. Because worst case scenario, and we have seen this a lot with the hunting fields, is you'll actually go in here with a faction that you chose. You might have someone who went with Wilder, maybe went with Lightbearer, and then ultimately they don't play their AFK. It really, really sucks. But looking through some of the things in here, guys, we have the Den of Bones, which of course, vanquish powerful enemies, search caves, find relics, and Necromancer's experiment materials. It is a really cool way that they've added a lot from the original version of the hunting fields to what it is today. Now, the Blackbone Market, I love. You can actually exchange some things in there, which again is a really cool feature. Now, these are the reinforcements. Now, even if you do not have heroes, guys, I advise you to play the hunting fields because the rewards that we're going to go through in a minute are worth it. And they do give you access to other heroes that you normally would not have, which is one of the big, again, one of the big drawbacks when we originally did this is if you were lacking faction heroes, you really couldn't compete within the hunting fields. Reinforcements make this a possibility. Selecting the factions like we just talked about, we have the 5 factions right there with the combination of the Celestials, the Hypogean, and the Dimensionals. And then, of course, similar to the Abyssal Expedition, you will actually occupy territories as you go through here. We also do have the Loot Forge for War. So within the heroes that you have, you will be able to set up and equip loot on them, and also a unique item that is actually right down in the bottom. But the big thing with this one in comparison to the Abyssal Expedition, guys, is you can share resources. So you can actually put resources, you can put them into a shared bag. So if someone needs it, or if you have one player that is very, very powerful, you can actually feed them resources, making it easy for them to progress, where again, they kind of carry everything else for the rest of the players. Then, of course, hunting challenge, venture forth into another realm, vanquish beasts that await you. And then this is the ultimate hunt, guys. This is the end guy. Now, we've seen a few screenshots of him from over on AFK Inside, which he is really cool, guys. We've seen him even here. You can see Adrax, and then you can see the back, how he turns almost like a supersonic Adrax right in the back. So let's look at the rewards, guys. Similar to what we've seen before, looking at this, you have 2 options within here. A lot of players do go supporter and a lot go member, just like the Star of Dawn that we see within the Abyssal Expedition. You actually have the ability to just be a supporter or a spectator in here, but the loot is a little bit less. Now, the big thing you want to get in here, guys, are the Stargazer cards and the Tier 4 stones. They are really the biggest driving factor in here. You can see you get 8, and then you do get 4, or you get 1 of the Tier 4 chests. If you're a member, you actually get 10. So you get 2 more Stargazer cards. You get a couple more reward chests out of here, and you still do get that same Tier 4 stone. So ultimately, guys, a lot of players do not go into the members if they don't want to play through it. The other big thing with that, guys, is this doesn't take as much time as the Abyssal Expedition, which is the reason, kind of the logic behind why they built this game mode, was it is not too indicative of spending an incredible amount of time in there. Now, reinforcements, we do have, again, all of our factions here, and you can see, so if I come in here and I go Lightbearer, I have the ability to utilize these heroes that you see in here as they are. I think it is based off of where your account is built, but you can see we could pick up a Raku with a plus 60 engraving, a 309/60 Raku, pretty strong in there to add into my Lightbearer reinforcements. The Maulers, of course, we have Tarnos and we have Zekus in here. I don't have them built, so I cannot use them. But again, to supplement the Maulers, we do have Mishka and we do have Silas and Damon. Pretty strong substitutions within there. The Wilders, we have Hodgkin in here for a buffer. We also do have Kren. Again, The Wilders and the Graveborn are really the two biggest, most sought after that we see within AFK Arena. Graveborns, of course, guys, they give us really, I mean, short of maybe Zolrath, Scrag with the Invade, but if you're running the Graveborns, we have a Laro in here, which I don't understand. Peggy as well, which again, I don't understand. Then, of course, the Miscellaneous. We have Maro in here, which we have Kayleen in here, pretty good. Oku, Treznar, pretty good lineup for the reinforcements in there. So when you go to enroll, guys, you can go in by yourself or you can team up. Now, for the team up aspect, you do have to have a team essentially that you're going to team up with before you go in there. So I know before a lot of players made the mistake is they came in here, even if I go to a team, it'll show me what is ready and what is still available, guys. So you can see right here, the Wilders, the Maulers, and the Graveborns are already taken, which means we have the Lightbearer available, and I do have the Celestials, the Hypogeans. Now, ultimately, looking in here, guys, it shows you on the bottom how many heroes you have from each faction. So if you're looking to apply to join or looking to join, you can make sure that you have heroes within that faction. I cannot stress it enough that you want to make sure that you do have heroes when you're going in here. I don't want to join a team and then find out, oh, I really don't have any players to play in here. Or if it's on a competitive team, they might just deny your application. Now you can also spectate. You can see, guys, here is the squad level. Now, as the players go in here and they actually do make progression, you'll see that you can join the squads that have already finished this. So it's kind of a broken aspect, and I'm sure they carried it over here, is I can find a hero or I can find a group that is already at heroic, that has already maxed out everything. And if it is not full, you can actually go through and you can spectate with them, picking up the rewards as soon as you spectate, because of course they are already done, guys. Now, again, if you go in Lone Wolf, you can pick what you want to go in as, then you are randomly matched with other players that are in the squad. Now, again, this can be a little detrimental if you're going through just for players that are kind of AFK. If you're a more desirable player or want to actually put some time and effort into this game mode, guys, it is really advisable to pick out a team, but I can choose what I want to go in here because of the hero bases that I have. Then I can go ahead and match. It will randomly match me with someone who has, of course, the other two factions, but it will give me one of these random factions. So let's say I just wanted to be the Celestial or Hypogeans or the Dimensionals. I could just go in as this. The probability of finding it is a little bit lower. And again, making sure that you can carry that you do have heroes built within the faction. Even when you put the relics behind them or the badges behind them, you're going to have to make sure, again, that you have enough heroes to really fill out the roster. And the heroes are going to make a big difference when you're building them out. So, all right, guys, so that'll do it for today's video for the hunting fields. If it is your first time, absolutely, guys, enroll in it. It is a pretty cool way to do it. Try to team up with somebody. If not, you can go in Lone Wolf, and I wish you the best in there, guys. But again, that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.